What's up, guys? My name is Piyush Sandhuja and I am a BTech from IIT Kharagpur and an MBA from Indian School of Business. This is a course on how to become a product manager, and today in this video we are going to talk about what actually a product is. So let's start. A product is something that is created through a process and it satisfies the needs of a particular set of audience, that is customers. So there are three things that you take note of. One is process, second is customers, third is needs. Okay, and so whenever you talk about a product or whenever you have to categorize whether something being talked about is a product or not, you just have to look into three things. And mind you, a product is not just available in software industries, it is available everywhere. We will explain this through the examples of different industries, products from different industries. So let's start with the example of products in the steel industry. Okay, so what is the product in the steel industry? It's the output, which is steel bars, steel rods, right? And so who are the customers who need these products? The customers, there are many customers. So steel is used in each and every industry, and if you want to pick a particular industry, we can pick construction companies who use these steel rods and steel bars, all these products to make bigger structures, bigger buildings, apartments and corporate houses. So ultimately, this product, the steel products, they are satisfying the need to build apartments and and sell them profitably for this particular set of audience, which is construction companies. So now let's talk about another example, another industry. Another industry that we can talk about is solar company's product. What is the product of a solar company? It's the project management services that a particular solar company provides to install solar rooftop panels, right? Who are the customers here? The customers are either corporate houses or, in general, houses that have solar rooftop available and they want these solar panels to be installed on their rooftops, right? What is the need? The need is to save money on electricity bills, right? Yeah, there is a secondary need too to conserve our atmosphere or save our atmosphere, but the primary need is to save bills, save money on electricity bills. So this product satisfied a particular need of this kind of customers that I talked about. And what is the process here? So these companies, they come up with efficient vendor onboarding, to procurement, to installation, to further implementation and testing. Fine, so there is a process that these companies look into, right? So now let's take the example of internet industries. Everyone is aware of the internet industry. And I'll take a very conspicuous example, that's of Facebook, right? Everyone is aware of Facebook. And I don't need to tell you the product of Facebook is nothing but Facebook app and Facebook website. Now, how did Facebook create this product? So there was a process that they followed, or in general, any internet product is made through a process which is, on a broader level. It starts from an idea, goes to a conception stage, and then it goes to a development stage, and then it is implemented and tested, and then it is launched for people. And then when it is launched, the feedback is taken from the people to improve the particular product. So this is the general process that a particular internet product follows. Now, I don't need to tell you who the customers are. Everyone is a customer of Facebook. People use it. I'll rather talk about the needs. People want to socialize with other people, and that is why they use Facebook. So there is this need that it satisfies very easily. You don't need to go anywhere to meet your friends. You don't need to even call them. It's so easy and it is very easily available. You just have to open your app and just look into what your friends are doing, and you get a direct involvement in their lives. So it engages you on an emotional level with your friends, and that is why everyone uses it. Now, why do companies use it? Companies also use it, right? Now, because there are so many customers or so many people, millions and billions of people are there on Facebook. So everyone, companies try and market their products through Facebook. And that is how Facebook earns money. Facebook charges these companies to market their products on this platform. So overall, it is satisfying the needs of different companies, right? It is bringing business for them. So that is that is how Facebook works. So I think till now you must have had a fair idea of what a product is. So whenever you talk about a product, or whenever you look into a product, or whenever anyone talks to you about a product, you just have to think about three things. One, it has to have a process, it has to have customers, and those customers have to have actual needs, right? Now we have defined what a product is. Now we'll talk about how a product is subdivided into smaller products, right? Now, first I'll tell you how it is divided. Either a product is divided on platform wise, either the division is on platform wise or it is on feature wise. I'll give you the examples to elaborate what each and every division is like, so that you'll have a fair idea. First, let me give you an example for platform-wise division. So I think let's talk about MS Office, Microsoft Office. Everyone is aware of Microsoft Office, and I think every professional uses it. So you might not be aware of all the products that are there in MS Office, but primarily everyone has used MS Word, MS PowerPoint, right? So first, I'll tell you the overall product, the broader product is MS Office. And MS Office, you can say, is divided into different products, different sub-products, or different platforms, you can say, right? So MS Word is one platform, PowerPoint is another platform, Excel is another platform. And as you can see in the picture here, it is divided into 8 to 10 products. There are 8 to 10 platforms that MS Office provides, right? So here in the picture, you can see that MS Word, MS Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, Publisher, Project, Business, Visio, all these are separate platforms under a bigger umbrella, that is a main product, that is MS Office, right? So I think this makes it very clear what a platform-wise division is. Another kind of platform-wise division can be how a particular product is distributed. Now, continuing the example of Facebook, you use Facebook through its website. You can, if you have an iPhone, you use it through an iPhone app, or you download, if you're an Android, if you have an Android phone, then you download an Android app for Facebook and use it, right? So there are these 3 to 4 modes how it is accessed by a customer, right? So all these are different platforms. So there is this web platform, there is this iOS platform, Android platform, and then there is this mobile website platform. And there can be a separate product team, owning a particular distribution channel, right? Now, once a product is divided into platforms, different platforms, and on every platform, you can see every product is further subdivided into different features. And then there are different product managers or product teams to manage specifically those features, right? Okay, maybe you haven't understood it properly. I'll give you an example. I'll again talk about Facebook. Now, even if you access Facebook through website and different mobile options, you still get to see the similar kind of features, right? Now, all these features, I think you will be able to understand through this picture, right? So now you can see that Facebook is divided into different features. There is this news feed, photos, messages, events, groups, pages, right? There are so many features. And then there are product teams or product managers who own these different features. And then these features can further be divided into sub-features, and a product manager will be looking into that particular sub-feature. Now that division or subdivision again depends on how complex a product is. So for example, the news feed, which is the main feature of Facebook, and that is what you get to see when you come to Facebook, is divided into different sub features. Like there is one product manager who is looking into algorithm ranking, then there is another person who's looking into advertising. Similarly, there can be other divisions also. I think till now you must have had a fair idea of how feature-wise division comes across. So to summarize, a product can be defined through a process if it is satisfying the needs of a certain set of customers, right? So once that barrier is crossed, then a product is divided into sub-products. So that division can be on platform wise, and once you have a platform, and then on a particular platform, a product is further divided into feature teams, right? And then there are different product managers owning a particular platform, and then product managers responsible for these feature teams depending upon the complexity of a particular product. So this is it for today's video, and in the next video we'll talk about what is product management. Okay, so till then, take care, bye bye.